Hey, what's going on YouTube? Happy Thursday night. You're looking at my very small 9-car collection of Konami. Got here a Datsun 510 Bluebird, Honda Prelude, Mazda Savannah, RX-7, Toyota Corona, Nissan Violet. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Hello. How's that for video quality? And the car is fine, even with all the drywall. Okay, Nissan Violet. I'm going to try not to do that again. Toyota Celica GT. Toyota Celica GT. Some of the nicest import diecast cars you can get right here. Not the nicest, but they're definitely on the short list with TLV and Kyosho. Nissan Skyline 2000 Turbo GTBS 1980. And the purpose of the video, part of the purpose, this beautiful gem right here, the Toyota Starlet hatchback. Very, very hard car to find. See if I can get you an angle with some better light. Very expensive little car, very rare little car, very cool little car. I found this at a steal of a price on eBay, so I had to scoop it. Only took about 2 weeks to ship here from Japan, so not too bad. I love this little car. I've been wanting this one for a long time, but it's just so expensive that I've been hesitant to pull the trigger on it, and I'm glad because what I paid for this is less than half of what it normally sells for. So, awesome little car with the Toyota Starlet. But I got a box here. A box of diecast. That I'm going to try to open. Most all of this is blister pack stuff, so. But we'll start with this one. From, I forgot what release this is. Blue Collar, I think. The new Blue Collar series. Chevy panel, Krispy Kreme. Awesome casting. This is one of Greenlight's new toolings. Got the wipers on the top. They did a really nice job with this. It's a very detailed tooling. You only have one little brake light in the back. So very, very cool. I dig it. Alright, let's I'll try to speed this up here. There's a couple things here that I'm going to show you that are just awesome. This is not one of them, but this is pretty cool, but it's not one of the super awesome ones that I'm going to show you. Oh wow, I did not notice that. They both have it. That's interesting. Anyways, here's the same thing. The Chase variety. Number 32, so that's pretty rad. Let's see here. These are all Miho exclusives. I'm just going to crack them all. What the heck? What the heck? If I owe you guys a package, whether it's from Instagram or eBay or whatever, I'm going to try to get everything out either tomorrow or Saturday. But it won't be later than Saturday. This thing is pretty rad. I'm going to take the rubber band off of it here. I'll show you guys what we got. Very, very cool. Johnny Lightning Chevrolet. That is a really cool looking truck. The lighting back here sucks, but I have family in town, so I'm relegated to the bedroom. Awesome Chevy pickup, though. Very cool. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, that's limited to 2,400. This one also limited to 2,400. It's basically the well, here's the tow truck mechanism on the back. That's the only moving part. Comes off very easily. But how you want to keep it and how it comes in the package is like this, kind of tucked into the tailgate. So anyways, this one, you can see there, you have the Chevy service livery. This one here is going to be a little bit more popular with the Golf livery. And I don't know about this, I could be wrong, but I get the feeling that this one here is going to be the one that everybody's going to try to go after, because I think this one definitely is the nicest looking. It really does look good, I'm not going to lie. Got it all rubber banded up. Yep, this thing is definitely sweet. And this is a old Racing Champions tooling, but anyways, the Ford. You can see the blue is a much bolder, like darker blue. And I think the orange is a more like brilliant, like, I don't know, bright orange too. But for my money, I like the Ford. Not the tooling, but I like the Chevy tooling better. But of these three trucks, this one's my favorite because the livery on it just looks killer. You have the opening tailgate. I mean, that's just awesome. With the Chevy, you don't get the opening tailgate. But you do have a really nice, really nice detailed tailgate. So anyways, those are some of the new castings that I've acquired. But the best ones that I acquired, limited to 2,400. These are also Miho exclusives. You guys might know what these are. Miho exclusive Gone Fishing 1980 Toyota Land Cruiser with boat and trailer. So let's take a look. I just did not too long ago I got the individual releases for the Miho exclusive. I need to get the hobby releases now because they're doing hobby releases for the Land Cruisers. I think individual and Gone Fishing as well. And I have to say, this is the first time I've seen a Johnny Lightning hitch that looks somewhat realistic and normal. That is just cool right there, man. That looks rad. So there you go. These are going to be extremely popular. The Miho Gone Fishing Land Cruisers are not cheap. I don't think I've seen them less than 20 bucks. So, but the individual cars you can get for 10 or 11 shipped, which I think is a good price. I think they're only going to go up in value. Really cool boat too. The boats and trailers look pretty good too, I think. I think they look a lot nicer than the previous Gone Fishing boats that they put out. They look more realistic. And you've got rubber tires on the trailer. So that's something that's new with the Gone Fishing that they haven't done yet, is rubber tires on the boat trailer. Amazing how much difference that makes. But for me, I don't care about the boat and trailer. I wanted the Toyotas. Then this one here. This is the one that first caught my eye and basically started the whole thing with these Johnny Lightning Land Cruisers. I saw, I think, a sample image of this, and I didn't know any of them were coming out until I saw this one. And once I realized that they were bringing these out, I binge bought them. So I have all the Miho Toyotas. I just need to get the hobby Toyotas. But this one here is, as you can see, pretty sick. Both of these are limited to 2,400, which I think that's a higher production run than even the regular Gone Fishings, because I think those are like 1,800. So this is a nice roller. One thing you have to be careful of with these new Land Cruisers is sometimes the rear wheels jam up to the fender just because of the size of the tires. I have maybe a couple of them that don't roll very good because of it. Most of them do. This one here rolls really nice, so that's a good thing. Let me get the yellow one out. That's pretty cool that they finally put some rubber tires on these. Anyways, this thing looks like it's been out mudding, and it looks pretty killer. It's just a basic red color with a white, either vinyl or canvas top. The base is painted brown. You've got dirt airbrushed onto the tires. The wheels are just painted brown. But even the spare is a white wheel with dirt airbrushed onto it. Same thing with the top. I mean, it just looks like it's been out mudding. It looks killer. So this one might be my favorite now of all the ones I have. And then the boat and trailer have the same effect, because obviously if the truck is covered in dirt and mud and it's pulling a boat, obviously the boat would also be subject to all the dirt and mud. All right, let's see. Oh, this lighting's pretty awful, but there you go. Boat looks fantastic. The boat, you can see that the decals are kind of scraping off. I love that. That just looks so good. It looks like a boat that's been sitting in somebody's backyard for a couple of decades, just taking the abuse of the sun. It looks like on the interior of the boat, a couple of the seats have been replaced as they don't match. That is just awesome. And the detail, I've always said that I like the Greenlight boat and trailer much better. But this, I think, is the first attempt from round 2 to make a really nice, realistic looking boat and trailer. This boat looks, it just looks killer. I mean, can't say enough about it. But the detail all over it, the motor with the propeller, it's all die cast. I mean, it's heavy. It's the same construction as the others that we've seen, except that looks new to me, but I don't have any of the other ones around to compare it to. But there's a little clip on the front. I don't recall seeing that on the previous Gone Fishing releases to winch it back up onto the trailer. Really cool, man. I really dig it. These boats look awesome. They're nice enough to, you know, I mean, I'll put it to you this way. I have probably at least one variation of every Gone Fishing that's come out. Plus, I have a couple of the original Bassin. And of all those cars that I have, I sold all the boats. That's what I think of the boats. A lot of it has to do with the trailers, with the plastic wheels, or plastic tires. But these ones here are going to stay in the collection. They're not going to go anywhere. They did a very, very nice job, not just with the Toyota, but also with the boat and trailer. That just looks awesome. You can see the trailer's all covered in dust and grime, obviously, because it was on the same road as the Toyota. So anyways, that's my video. That's my haulage. A nice, expensive little haul there. Car dealership is currently MIA. There's the base for that Toyota Starlet. If you're curious, go to eBay and look up Konami Toyota Starlet. Just to give you an idea of how pricey these little things are. But, I mean, how can you resist that? That thing's pretty rad too. Anyways, that's the video. Got it done in 20 minutes. Pretty good. Hey, I still have a whole bunch of stuff on the way. Hang on, let me check. Excuse me. So tomorrow I should have a package showing up. It's just one car, but it's a really nice car. And then I purchased 4 other cars that are all shipping from Japan. So those usually take a week and a half to 2 weeks. 3 of the 4 cars are from Japan Booster. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of one of them. One of them you can get right now for $50. I went ahead and bought it because I think in a year, between a year and 2 years, it's going to be a $150 car. Oh, come on. All right, let me see if that little gem right there, I don't know if you can tell what that is, but it's a sweet one. And that's not the one I'm talking about either. There's another one I'm talking about that's going to be, it was $50, and I promise you it's going to be an expensive car in the not too distant future. It might resemble this car right here just a little bit. Anyways, everybody, thank you for checking it out. As always, have a good Friday. Don't work too hard. Happy hunting. I will holler at the next one.